All right, guys, let's get going. We got a nice fresh haircut. Oh, I did it myself. Incredible stuff. Anyway, somebody had sent me, I guess somebody reacting to this video about these guys. They call themselves the Shy Boys. Okay. And apparently they are incels, but maybe they're not the bad kind, right? Maybe they're nice guys. So I'm just kind of curious about it. It's a little old, but it's an interesting looking story. So let's watch this. Let's get going. Let's watch it a little faster. Wow. Beautiful guy over here.
I think it's gonna happen eventually, and I'm just frustrated that it hasn't happened yet.
I've never kissed a girl. I haven't gotten anything.
Kind of based. I hear that once you hit age 30 without doing anything with a girl, you become a wizard. So that's something to look forward to, fellas.
Losing it at 17 and then going like 10 years before doing it again, I think that's pretty, that's not normal.
Maybe. Yeah, I lost mine when I was like, I think 19. I was a little bit of a late bloomer, you know what I mean? And I understand going through that phase of being, a little bit of a dork. I get it. I'm still kind of there, but I'm a cooler guy now. It's really not the interest that you are into that makes you kind of a dingus. It really is more of your attitude. I mean, I'm kind of a nerd, but like I really haven't had too much issues pulling, the kids would say, when I was a little bit younger. Of course, I'm married now. But yeah, it's an attitude thing, man. Love shyness is the inability to approach a potential romantic partner. Wow. Well, it's a little tough to approach a partner nowadays. Girls will think you're a creep if you approach them, but you kind of have, well, you don't have to. You could use online dating sites, but I feel like approaching isn't a bad idea. I'll walk up to a girl, say, hey, I think you're kind of cute. Like, here's my number. Or you could offer them to buy them lunch or something, but you could, like, here's my number. If you're, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You can text me if you want to, right? Put the power in their hands a little bit, disengage, give them a chance, because at first glance, they might say no, ew. But if you give them a little bit of time and you gave them their number, if they hold on to it, you could get yourself in the door there, If you're an ugly guy, maybe all you got to do is wait, maybe you wait a couple of days and they're like, you know what? I'll text this guy. He was disgusting, but you want to know what? It's better than, you know what I mean?
I didn't know what the term incel meant until I was 20 or 21, but I knew the concept. I mean, you're a guy, you can't get a girl.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
That is pretty simple, man. Wow, he's going. There's a Sherman Williams. It looks like that's old.
I feel like I scammed you into filming me. Like, why would anyone want to film my life? It's so boring. I'd like to drive around or walk around and just take pictures of like just anything.
Wow, that's crazy. I struggle now to drive around aimlessly and senselessly because I'm always thinking about, like, it costs me money. Sometimes I will do it with, like, my wife. I don't really do it by myself because I'm just like, this is a waste of money, sir. It's a weird compulsion. I don't know if it's a compulsive thing, but it's like this weird, like, I like just won't stop yelling at me at the back of the head. So I can't really drive around and enjoy music anymore, to be honest with you. Unless I'm being productive in that movement.
I'm not a fan of is just going out and meeting new people. I kind of despise that.
Me too, man. Me too. Well, you don't want to. Here's the thing. You don't necessarily want to go to. Well, I mean, when I hear go out and meet new people, I hear a bar. I don't like bars. If I was going to go out and meet somebody new, I don't really know. I don't think I would ever do that. I think I would maybe I probably would stick to like online dating or something. I'm just not like a big going out guy. Maybe I'll go to like a Chili's, meet some fat bitches,
I don't know about how the term love shy is a great term or anything, but it does describe a specific problem that I think there isn't any other term for.
Well, yeah, but you know, at a certain point, you have to just be confident enough to be like, okay, I got to put myself in an uncomfortable situation. But you want to make sure you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation in a productive way. Like I said, don't go meet up with somebody in a place that you like don't like. Like if you're not a big going out person, you don't really like bars or clubs or anything, don't go to a bar or a club to meet somebody. You know, you're better off going to a fucking bookstore or something. Or you know, a Magic the Gathering tournament. I don't know. I mean, you're probably not going to find girls there, but if you're that kind of person, you'll have a better shot, I'd say. But and also, if you do try to meet a girl at a Magic the Gathering thing, all you really got, I mean, like, yeah, there'll only be one girl in a sea of wieners, but you know, think about this: if you shower, you've won already, because nobody else does there. Wow.
Usually doesn't see very many people coming through here. I don't like see these people, other love shy males in my real life that often. And even if I did, I mean, even if I could relate to their situation, it would be like, then what?
Dead true. I feel the same way about I don't like people like myself, you know.
What do you have to offer a woman?
As of now, nothing.
That's self-awareness. He's ahead of the game. I'm not even lying. Isn't it interesting though that it gets into this weird concept? He's aware of himself. Like he kind of knows that maybe he's a little bit of a silly little goose looking, you know. But at the same time, think about this. If he was the exact same person but actually did think he had something to offer, he might be ahead of the game because ignorance is bliss. People say that. You think it's like a silly little thing. The lack of like self-awareness and it comes with overconfidence. Like you'll produce overconfidence if you have no self-awareness, right? You'll think you're kind of in a better position than you really are, you know, or you'll think you're more, you know, dateable. And I'm just saying, like maybe that's the trick, guys. We gotta remove our self-awareness, okay? And maybe we'll get more girls.
I don't have a job. I am ugly, so my
not that bad. You really just gotta touch it up a little bit.
value right now is 0.
Have you approached many women?
Oh, many.
Wow, got balls.
Rejection 100% of the time.
Usually it's about 99 for most people. You're gonna get rejected sometimes, you know, or most of the time. Most of the time, you're gonna get rejected when you like approach a girl.
I would start talking to a girl.
Yeah.
And immediately she would give me fuck off signals. She would, you know, pull out her cell phone.
That's when you got to pull out your dick. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for the small gut from Fope.
Just start texting her friends. And
Thanks for the visual presentation.
just hope I would go away. I don't approach that much anymore because...
Well, where are you approaching these girls? Like, what's the... Give me the scenery. Like, is this like a high school?
No, I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life.
Why are you counting them?
2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total.
Did you count in real life?
I'm approximating. That's not a real word. We're redoing that. Ask a question again.
I thought he was being silly until he's like asked the question again. He was not.
Aim as low as possible. I aim for obese women, ideally ugly and obese. You know, I aim for the bottom of the barrel because, you know, I realize that I'm ugly. Pretty boys get women, like your sound guy. And just you know, turn it to him, he's like, yeah. Turn to him, and see, he gets women because, see, I knew the moment
That guy's gay as fuck. What are you talking about? This guy literally takes it in the sphincter hole. What are you talking about, dog? Bro, what? I mean, I get it, like sticking to, you know, your own level of attractiveness, but the way he says it, it sounds like he hates it. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, I just go for the fucking fat women. You know, that just sounds like he's got too much stank on it.
I looked at him that he's not incel. I'm jealous.
Wow. That's the problem, is that fat bitches aren't like really always low value, man. There's like there's some solid demand for big girls, you know, especially from black guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's not necessarily, you know, your cup of tea right there. It's not necessarily your guaranteed offer, you know.
This is GenericCon. It is in fact a generic convention.
It's the only time during the year when I can totally geek out and nobody notices.
Have either of you heard of...
Well, no, they notice. They just like it instead of us noticing and going, that's a little bizarre, brother. But God bless. That's what I think. That's what I'm feeling.
love shyness before this?
Actually, I haven't. To be perfectly honest, I had no idea.
When I was in high school, I wasn't the most popular guy until the end of the years, and at that point, no girls really were interested in me.
You weren't popular until the end of the years? I don't know if that's true, brother.
In college, I spent 2 years in a 2-year school where nobody really hung out, and by the time I went into the 4-year school, everybody had hooked up. And then the job came. I started the same day as a girl that I really wasn't interested in. 3 months in, I started to get interested in her, and she was interested in me.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works, man. Like, you'd be surprised you can really meet somebody at like a job that you work at. You know, that's why I really like my job at the senior citizens home.
Except when I got interested in her,
Because you know, you can fuck them, and then they have dementia, so you could be like, oh, sign your will over to me. Works every time. Works like a charm, baby. Works like a charm.
she stopped being interested in me.
Damn.
And because of this whole lack of experience and naivete, I spent the next year and a half pining for her, unknowingly.
Damn.
And then after that, I just kind of went with the flow, and whatever happened, happened, so.
It's rough stuff, man. That is terrible.
Oh, we're getting into the forum now.
It's a place to vent. I mean, it's just
Love. Is this supposed to be like one big video advertisement for some website that I doubt even exists anymore? Love-shies.com. Is this real still?
a place to socialize with other incels who suffer from the same problem I do.
It's a place where, you know, people go put things that are like,
Wait, is this real? Love-shies? No, it's gone. It's died. It's gone.
like completely hidden from most other
I let
places.
him die, I think.
There's a lot of negative emotions that you can see there. There's a lot of depression, a lot of anger, a lot of hopelessness.
Yep.
I think the general consensus, though, is that the posters who are more controversial don't really fall under the love-shy umbrella.
More controversial? You mean the ones that like probably outwardly hate women? That's real controversial.
Like, they would fall under something called incel.
The two terms aren't synonymous.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's an interesting concept. It sounds like that we're trying in this video almost attempts to differentiate between incels and love-shy people, because like love-shy people would be incels in the purest form, involuntarily celibate. But I mean, there is a little bit of twang on an incel, right? Because they're kind of mean, they're kind of rude, they kind of hate women. They're kind of based, if you ask me.
Occasionally, you can have a guy that isn't ugly and might not be able to get girls because, you know, he just never approaches.
They almost like they're the opposite of love-shy, whereas like they approach all kinds of women and always get rejected.
There are just so many different personalities on there, and a lot of the times our personalities collide. That's why there's so many flame wars, but it's all in good humor most of the time.
For a supposed support forum, it tends to sometimes have the opposite effect more than it probably should, I think.
Okay. Damn, I don't know what it is. You gotta take the socks off the bed, brother. I don't know why it's bothering me. The forum is home to a third group of men who call themselves pickup artists. Oh, shit. Selling a scam, brother. Oh, no.
Bathroom, didn't know what to do.
Wait, is this supposed to be the pickup artist? There's no fucking way.
PUA is using certain body languages, certain dress fashion senses, and certain words.
I mean, what's the fashion sense here? Shooting up Columbine? I don't really understand what this guy is talking about.
To basically seduce a woman.
How long have you been training as PUA?
Couple months now.
Do you want to explain any terminology they have?
All right. Well, when two pickup artists go out into the field looking for women, the terminology used is sarging.
You know, if guys are into it
Sarging? What the fuck does that mean?
just because they want to improve themselves or whatever, and they're using this as their like motivation or whatever, I think that's fine. But it's
Sarging? What the fuck?
when you get all obsessed with it that I think it gets ridiculous.
Every day is a sarge for me.
The way I see it, you gotta be
What the fuck does that mean, man? What are you yapping about?
yourself on dates because that's who you're gonna end up with anyways. So, picking up artists, it's all a scam.
How are you going to know what you want if you don't know who you are?
I mean, it is true. That is a scam. I mean, there can be such thing as like some kind of like a coach, like a dating coach, somebody that can maybe help you approach women. But like a pickup artist is not that. A pickup artist isn't somebody that's like interested. Because here's the thing: like in order for you to get a date, you really have to work on yourself and kind of improve yourself in a somewhat significant way. You know, because you have to build confidence, and it's about like repeatedly doing that. And then when you get rejected, being like, oh, that's part of it. Getting rejected is part of picking up girls. It's always going to happen. These pickup artists are always trying to give you like ridiculous. It's almost like a get rich quick scheme kind of a thing. You just have to do this one thing. No, you have to do a lot of things. Okay, you got to do a lot of things to get these girls. What are we talking about?
I would say that PUA is analogous to get rich quick schemes. You see, with
Right there, exactly. This guy gets it.
get rich quick schemes, they promise you the moon and the sun. They promise that you can.
Take it slower, you know?
No, I gotta talk fast.
Fucking alpha male over here. Holy shit. No, I gotta go fast, like Sonic. I can't talk slow.
You gotta talk fast?
Yes, I have to come off as intelligent as possible. This is an ego thing with me.
But people can talk slowly and still be intelligent.
No.
Of course you can. In fact, it's preferable. It's very interesting. This guy must think Destiny's smart. No, he is smart. I'm just busting chops. But no, you don't have to talk fast. I think it's actually interesting because when you talk to people, I think that there's this concept where if you do talk slowly, or if you take a moment to think, that you are somehow less intelligent. I just wholeheartedly disagree. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to sit back and just kind of be meaningful about your response to something and just be like, oh, give me a second. I mean, I've done that before. Like, oh, I need a minute. And sometimes you're just thinking and you want to have a meaningful response. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if it's a new thought or concept, you know? So
I believe that a military-style PUA camp should be created for these guys that you term as you've used the term incels or involuntary celibates.
what the fuck is it?
So my plan for PUA camp would be similar to how they do initiation night at the Citadel. I would have
What is the Citadel? What are you talking about?
all the incels and love-shies all basically
Who drew the pictures? Fucking Chris Chan?
huddled in like cattle into a room. Like these guys would be like standing together like cattle in a cattle pen. And these guys who I'm going to call
Where else would the cattle be? Could have just said the cattle in a pen, you know? But okay, gotcha.
the drill sergeants would be in there confiscating all their World of Warcraft shit.
Whoa! Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Don't at the Warcraft, baby. What are you talking about, dude? See, I'm not a fucking incel, bro. Damn, I'm kind of looking a little. Okay, I'm not an incel pussy.
All their Dungeons and Dragons shit, and they'd put it in a big fucking bonfire.
Just to be clear, like unironically, there's nothing wrong with liking like Dungeons and Dragons and shit like that. This is not really what makes you like a nerd anymore. It's really is like I feel like people would gravitate towards these things like World of Warcraft because they were social outcasts. So they would gravitate towards things like this because that was the only thing that was really available for them because they weren't good at like sports. Now this shit's pretty mainstream, you know, and nobody plays sports. They play fucking video games. So things have shifted I would say pretty drastically.
And burn it. Then I'd have these pictures of just these beautiful women in the nude being fucked by these muscular hot bad boys.
You wanna psyop them with cuck porn? Is that what this guy's saying? What the fuck?
And have surround sound playing the sounds of women enjoying sex. You know, fuck me, baby, fuck me, baby.
Sorry, how much pussy does this guy get? I'm wondering. Could I even count it on one hand, or is it even less than that? I don't understand.
And I'd have neon lights flashing the words, "It's all so adorable, but you can't have it." They would break these incels down. You know.
Oh, so just to be clear, this idea is stupid in general. But what the funniest part of this is that these incels are already broken down. So why would you have to go about trying to break them down? They are already broken down. They're already upset. They already know they can't get women. So your concept is to like flash a bunch of women in front of them so that they'll be like, haha, you can't have this. They know. That's why they're in their situation that they're in, because they can't. So how is that productive? It makes absolutely no sense. It's like if a kid can't read, you're just like, "Hey, idiot! Look at this book! You can't read it, bitch!" And you just start kind of yelling at them. How is this working? Thank you for the medium god from Trippy Yannick. Am I saying that right? I just don't understand these guys. Okay.
Just like the military, break down an incel, build up a PUA. You know, that's what we got to do.
Okay. You've ever been to the military, or were you like in the ROTC, or like what's going on with you, brother?
I believe there's 4 types
There's a girl, dude. All right, everybody, ogle her. Attack.
of males in this world.
Okay.
Alphas, betas, gammas, and omegas.
You say beta? What does that mean, brother? I'm not understanding that.
Now, omega males are the lowest kind of males there are. Omegas are what I would call genetic
But what about the Sigma males? Have you ever thought about that one?
garbage.
You play the Omega, which is the little brother, basically.
No. Not little brother. Villagidian.
Well, that's what I aim for. Is the guy everybody makes fun of as the Joker. The Joker of the group, if you will.
The joke. I don't want to make fun of this guy. I like him. He's a nice guy. All right. Why would you want to classify? Why do you guys sit around thinking about the classifications of different people in your group? It's just a weird thing.
Can you explain Omega?
Do you understand
I would have thought Omega was like the most awesome one. Like fucking badass.
the Greek alphabet?
Yes.
Okay. Omega is the last. As I had explained to him, using the wolf pack analogy, alpha and beta are usually the 2 dominant wolves. And then in most wolf packs, there's an omega, which is usually the last to feed, the last to get mates, last for other stuff.
We all take our turns down at the bottom, so.
But you tend to stay there.
I know. I have to learn to gain more confidence around you guys and to.
I'm not. I mean, like, here's my thing, man. It sounds like they have an interesting dynamic. I've struggled to see how this guy would be at the bottom. This guy right here, no offense, full offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You expect me to believe that? This guy seems like a nice dude. He's the kind of dude I could hang out with and be like, hey, man, like, how's it going? And catch up and chat with. Right? I could give that guy a little bit of the old chatterino. I could see myself doing that. Not so much, this other guy here. I'm not catching a particularly positive vibe from my doggy over here. So I don't really get it, brother.
Try to build my.
Not just us, in general.
Yeah.
This is a life skill. Going back to the pack animal analogy, the mates will see that too.
What? The mates will see it too. My mates will see it too, guys.
It's always interesting to meet people in real life.
It's not. I hate meeting people in real life. I don't like talking to people. I like seeing my fans. Like, it's all good if people stop me. I'm not like a hater or anything. But I could do without casual conversation, generally speaking. You know,
from the internet. You just want to see how it translates in real life.
Why is this doing this? Urban white trash. What is urban white trash? Urban white trash invites Michael in advance. Oh, is that annoying guy?
Something he will never ever need in his life.
I've already needed one.
Yeah,
Well,
back in
can't blame that.
Oh, a condom. Yeah, guys, wear condom. It's good. You don't want to get no scares. And plus, it makes women feel better when you're sleeping with them. They feel like they're not going to get preggers, which would upset them too early, scare them away. They trust you more. Easier to manipulate. It's a really solid strategy, guys. It's easier to, you know what I'm saying?
Back during the Clinton administration.
Look, if I needed one 8 months ago, okay? I just didn't have one, and I was too lazy to go get one.
If you don't,
and also, I did have chances in college while Bush was president, but I just was too much of a wuss.
Well, that's the internet for you. Here we are, 5 friends who met from the internet. Except for Kyle.
What, Kyle's not a friend? That seems kind of fucked up, dude.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Well, there are several do's and don'ts about getting laid at a nightclub.
Stay focused. I was fucking digging on that, dude. What the hell?
I'll list them out for you. Here are the do's. Be attractive. Be hot.
Sorry, is this the pickup artist?
Get the internet.
This is the pickup artist? Okay.
Take focus.
Well, there are several do's and don'ts about getting laid at a nightclub. I'll list them out for you. Here are the do's. Be attractive. Be hot. Be good looking. Be muscular. Basically,
I think a lot of it is confidence. Like confidence in money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I can tell you're incel by looking at you. Pale. I think being pale is a big sign of it. Don't. These are the don'ts. Don't.
When you said don't, I assumed it was the don'ts, my man. I'm just being real with you.
Be unattractive.
Okay.
Don't be average looking. Don't have pale skin. Because that also gives off the creepy serial killer vibe, you know?
I don't know where you keep getting this.
Okay.
Yep. Well, if you follow those rules, you're pretty much guaranteed a
Did he say gat?
free lay every time you walk into the club.
Okay.
It's all in your control.
So there's like 4 guys in here. Am I being led to believe that all 4 of these guys are going to sleep in the same bed or in the same room? Aren't there only 2 rooms? I'm a little confused. Who's paying for this doc?
Learn how to sleep and hit the weights. And wear clothes.
Guys, what you have to do to get girls, send them unsolicited dick pics. Send the girls unsolicited dick pics, okay? And ladies, do the same to men, okay? But, well, I mean, if you have a dick, go ahead. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But you typically boob pictures.
It's like Kyle. Listen to this music, guys.
I wouldn't say send your vagina pics. But I will say if a girl does do that, personally, I like the mound as part of the picture, like the picture, framing the picture. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like just like like spread it open, and that's fine too. But like, you know, give me a little bit of the whole treat. You know, all of it is relevant. It's like an art piece. You know what I'm saying? I think that you guys understand what I'm saying.
What is this music?
It's just beautiful music.
Pretty sure this is like the Lion King soundtrack. Oh, is this like a joke? I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Are they like actually listening to the Lion King soundtrack? I'm very confused right now, man. I'm very confused.
Fact check.
What the fuck?
She's not fat.
She wasn't fat.
Jeez, no wonder. Maybe he's got like distorted vision.
What, my vision?
Yeah, you just see every chick as being fat.
Oh, okay.
This is Parmesan cheese, right?
Look what Kyle's wearing.
Well, maybe that's why he only dates fat or talks to fat girls, because he thinks every girl's fat.
He's got this polo on, it's fitting. He's got nice jeans on. He's got flat bottom sneakers with the
This guy looks like Shane Dawson over here. What the fuck?
Nike check. He's got this nice jacket here. Your clothes are just awful. Wow.
Okay.
When some guys are like, why can't I get girls? They'll be like, oh, it must be my looks. No, it must be my personality. Looks and personality are not mutually exclusive.
That's true. I mean, obviously having more conventionally attractive looks will make you feel more confident and, you know, help contribute to a personality that would be more conducive with getting girls. But yeah, I understand that.
In curing one, you cure the other. Well, hello. It's UWT here, and we're in the mall giving Michael a makeover because he's fucking ugly.
I'm not understanding how does the authoritative structure work out in this scenario? I don't get it, you know?
But not anymore. Once we're done, we'll transform this dud into a stud.
Wow.
Peace out, fuckers.
Dud into a stud.
Get a 33 pair of these. The kind of guy who would wear Converse sneakers. That's a Sergeant tie, Sergeant.
I wear Converse sneakers when I'm at the gym because they have no soles. So
Sure. The flat bottom soles are in, right? Right, Scott?
Nah, it needs to get so.
What the fuck? What did you say? Oh my god, we're gonna have to censor that, fellas. Sorry. Incredible stuff. Wow, this is beautiful.
Fresh J's.
I cannot. Maybe, listen, I know this was about 10 years ago when this documentary came out, but have you ever considered that might be the reason why you can't get any pussy? That was fucking crazy, dude. That was wild. Incredible. Holy moly, dude. That was wild. I'm actually pooping right now.
Fresh J's on this.
What the hell?
Incredible.
Fresh days.
Men's shoes are very important. Get the fuck out of the way. And why are shoes important? Turn the camera around. Say it to the camera. Why
Please don't say it again.
are shoes important?
I don't know.
You know the answer. Just what's the answer? What's the first thing a woman notices?
Is she balding? Sorry, that was inappropriate.
It certainly isn't personality, so.
It's not the first thing a woman notices.
Yeah, I don't think the first thing a woman is going to look at are your feet. So I can't say that I agree with that. I mean, shoes, a good pair of shoes can be important. They can fit the look. I'm personally going for that. I'm going for that older dad vibe. So I wear New Balances, just to be clear. I don't care. Okay. So, but yeah, man, the shoes can be important, I guess.
It's shoes.
What's the
Just say
first
it's
thing?
shoes.
Just say with the first thing.
Dude, you weren't supposed to wear all the items at once. Hey, excuse me. What do you think of this? I told him it looks terrible. It's comfortable. All right, get a picture.
He's trying to like throw a little bit of a tester, a teaser out there, see if he can get that girl to maybe talk to him for a moment, Wonder if it worked.
It's not a bad idea, but I don't think what I need I'm gonna get from these guys.
Wow, this guy is very smart. Holy fuck, dude. What did they get? Did he get into Yale?
I have a feeling we're going after a different kind of...
Look?
No. As I was saying, I have a feeling we are going after a different kind of female and what we're trying to attract.
What kind are you trying to go after?
I thought that was Marge Simpson. Incredible.
Someone who
Yeah, what
will
kind of
love
girls do
you
like?
for you.
Never answered that.
I mean, I guess that is the goal. Yeah, don't you want a girl that loves you for you? No? Why mock that? It's like kind of real, no?
Do you think looks matter? I think personality probably matters more.
My looks are the only reason I am incel.
I feel like for
That's my friend. Some groups of people would say a different word to say my friend, but we can't say that. I don't know if you know that. And I think I could just leave it at that, because that might be one of the reasons that you're struggling.
the most part, being sort of shy and introverted is not attractive.
I think looks is 95% face.
I feel it's better to be socially able.
A chin that's balanced.
This guy isn't like that unattractive. Like he could pull it together enough to get like a girlfriend if he wasn't such a fucking weirdo, It's so just to be clear.
Balanced. Facial thirds that are balanced.
I feel like my life is kind of like a mess. I'm like, I think why if I was a woman would I want to date me?
Damn.
Someone like that? I'm like, no.
That's a sad thing to say, my brother.
I'm tall and slender and girls like that, but, face is 95% of everything. If you don't have a good face, you're done.
You don't have a good face, you done. Well said,
Why do you
brother.
think Advance is so obsessed with his face?
Maybe because his face is something that he can't really change.
But he
I mean, maybe he wants to take the control away from himself and just be like, yeah, I'm just unattractive. Like, there's nothing that I can do. It's not really my fault at a certain point, because there's nothing I can change. There might be a level of truth to that.
can and will change it.
Well, with plastic surgery. Yeah, but that's like one of those things that it's like making a film. I want to be a filmmaker, but making a film is such a hassle that I can always come up with an excuse not to do it.
Yup, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I made a couple films.
It's got okay. Make a good trans person.
Too.
Sorry.
I already got a rhinoplasty, so. I have a Photoshop picture where I shortened my face, I made my canthal tilt positive.
Damn, I haven't heard that term in a long time. That's very interesting, because just so you know, Photoshop at this point in time is for nerds. Just keep that in mind. So this guy just, now it's like kind of cool. Like, oh, you're savvy. Back then, man, it was only for dorks. True stuff, brothers. True stuff.
I'd like to have my Neanderthal brow grinded down. I'd like a canthoplasty, which is when they lift the corners of the eyes. I might decide to get a revision rhinoplasty.
This is the...
I'm gonna wear the shirt that Ed doesn't like, just to piss.
That's the picture. I had to take a screenshot of that, brothers. That's the picture he felt made him look good, by the way. That was the Photoshop. He was gonna bring that to a surgeon and be like, "Fuck me up, fam." You know, that was his thing. That was incredible. That was what he thought was like acceptable to look like, or rather, wanting to look like.
After I get cosmetic surgery, I'm gonna wear this shirt when I approach women, and I'm gonna get their number right in front of your face.
Well, how are you gonna afford cosmetic surgery?
Hopefully, I'll get a job someday.
Yeah, but you'll be old and ugly by then.
And then I'll need a facelift. I know more about fat chicks than probably anyone on the planet.
What's up with this guy and fat girls? I mean, like, I like fat girls too, but what the fuck is the matter with you, bro? I don't... Okay.
Like, I could write a book on him.
I mean, this guy said he got rejected 3,000 times and he only goes after fat girls and he can't get the fat girls to date him. So I don't even know why he would say that.
I look at ugly fat chicks and I see how easily they get men, and you know, sometimes that makes me angry.
So just to be clear, like there are, just because you're fat doesn't like make you inherently and instantaneously ugly. I mean, these guys, their biggest issue is, well, this is specifically the incel who's, you know, said the N-word twice. His issue is like his attitude more than anything else. I think this guy just looks at fat girls and thinks that he's entitled to being with them because he considers them like very deeply ugly. I think that's the biggest problem here. Yeah, feeder before it was cool. I don't think he's a feeder though. I think that like he finds himself very ugly, so he tries to find girls who are ugly. But this is the thing. Is when you are a certain level of attractiveness, you find somebody of equal attractiveness to you to be attractive. So he's not like, at least that's, I guess, my experience. So, you know, why the fuck did I paint a picture of a kid? My character's a pedophile. What the fuck? But instead, he's like trying to date a girl that he thinks is ugly. So I just feel like he's not going for the girls he finds attractive. Like, try to be realistic about what you find attractive. Don't go for girls you think are hideous. It's just bizarre.
You ever resent women?
Sometimes I do, because of how easy they have it and how hard we have it in comparison.
What
Wow, incredible.
makes you an expert on women having never touched a girl, kissed a girl, or had sex with a girl, or been in a relationship with a girl?
You don't need experience to know about something. Sometimes
You kind of need experience to know about stuff. You know, you kind of need to experience it to truly know.
when I'm in social circles, there are girls around and I observe them. And that's what a lot of what I base my theories on.
Yeah.
Sex, I don't think most women like sex.
Yeah, the theory's incorrect, sir. Women like sex a lot, okay? Women may not necessarily seek out sex the way that men seek it out, but women enjoy sex, just to be clear. So, but incredible.
I think it's something that they do just, I don't know, just because. I mean, like, the guy wants it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, women don't have a high sex drive.
Some women do, some women don't. I mean, I guess in general, men tend to have higher sex drives than women, but there are women who like sex. I think more than anything else, women have a higher frequency of mood swings and mood changes because of like hormonal changes, which are a lot of times like required to have like kids and stuff, right? So which makes things complicated. But like, yeah, women get horny, brother.
I don't know. I think you have somewhat feminist views, but I mean, that's it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I agree that women are people.
No, see, that's bullshit. And if you don't
Okay.
realize that, then you've been brainwashed.
Yeah, this guy, just definitely all of his looks are the problem with this guy.
Think that women ever have trouble finding love?
Nope.
What about sex?
Of course women have trouble finding love. That would be my argument, is I would feel like women have a harder time dating for love than men. Like, yeah, men have a harder time finding like random sexual encounters, but I'd say women have a harder time of finding like somebody to be with from a love perspective, right? Because every time a guy wants to fuck a girl, if a guy can fuck a girl, he could probably date that girl, generally speaking, right? Just because a girl can fuck a guy doesn't mean that that guy wants to date her. So it's a little bit of a, you know, it could be a little bit of a difficulty there.
That's even easier. That's like shooting a dead fish in a barrel. When you have a machine gun, infinite ammo.
If a woman wanted to get sex, she could go to a grocery store and ask any of the male cashiers, and I'm sure they all would, even the married ones, even the Catholic married ones.
I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl. I would fight in the front lines, the bloodiest battle the world has ever seen, and come back with no limbs, if it meant that that would guarantee me an ugly fat chick for life.
Well, I will say, if he came back black, he'd probably be able to get that thick white bitch. I'm just saying, bro. I respect it. Game is game.
Women are women. Men are men. You're still humans. They're not some special... They're not some thing to be placed on a pedestal.
True. What's the dynamic of this girl? Is this like the only girl amongst like the nerds and she feels super attractive about it? Like, is she dating somebody in there or what's going on there?
And I'll tell you one thing. Women think the same thing about men sometimes.
Okay.
If you can put yourself in the female perspective, you'll realize that they, at occasion, are just as nervous about finding a mate as you are.
That is true. Interesting, you know, saying mate is a little bizarre to me, but hey, you know what? The guy's kind of right.
Actually, my problem has been I've only been around people who felt like that. Like,
Okay.
most of the friends that I was close to were either married or had no social, were not in any dating scenarios.
Yeah,
like
but
us.
I didn't get born married.
Right, but I wasn't around people when they were...
Yeah, I got born married to her. That was just really weird.
You must explain the cake.
No.
Oh, there's another girl over here. Okay.
Oh, we don't have to
Go
talk about
on.
the cake.
You need to talk about the cake. Come on.
Like a butt? Like the booty cake? What do we talk about?
It was a vagina cake.
It was in fact a vagina cake.
And they specifically saved the special portion for me.
What's that, the clitoris? Could you find it?
And I tried eating this thing, and it was like, oh yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. I'm gonna lick it and everything. It'll be hilarious. And then I go and I just got red in the face and choked. I couldn't do it. I'm just...
Okay. I mean, girls like it when you eat it until you're red in the face, so maybe... maybe it worked out for you, brother. I don't know.
I got...
Incels like soft porn because they've never seen a vagina. The most of them I've ever seen is like a girl in a bikini. So they're...
I feel like with the internet nowadays, I mean, like, these guys are probably my age now. So this, you know what I mean? Like, I was looking at some degenerate shit. So I feel like you've probably seen a lot of shit, potentially. You know what I mean? On the internet.
They're going to end up jerking.
And maybe that's even one of the reasons that their growth was stunted, I guess, from a, you know, certain perspective, right? Because they, you know, they're into some weird ass shit, man. Because you get so desensitized by looking at that stuff from an early age.
Jerking off to that because that's what they've seen in real life. Because a vagina and titties, because they've never seen those IRL, is kind of scary to them.
I think there's some projection going on here. You're the one who's afraid of vaginas. Oh wait, you're the one that just reminded.
Why is this guy always shirtless? He didn't just take a shower, you could tell on his hair. So why the fuck is this guy shirtless as hell? And where the fuck is his last goddamn quest? What the fuck?
The other thread. I'm terrified of female
Mr.
genital.
Heart?
I totally forgot about that.
I just don't like looking at them.
Guys just want to fuck them. They don't want to like look at them. They're like, they look like
They don't look
meat sockets.
Is this guy gay? What the fuck?
Something ugly.
They're not beautiful. They're not.
Do you like the way dicks look, Sarah?
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine.
I mean, listen. Okay, I've heard it from women before that they don't necessarily like the way wieners look. They find them kind of gross. But like when a girl likes a guy, they like the way their wiener looks. You know what I mean? But I personally, I like a good mound. I like a good mound of flesh. Do you know what I'm saying? I like a good mound of box mound. You ever hear that movie, The Fox and the Hound? No, now it's The Box and the Mound. You know what I'm saying?
Let us look at pictures of... Oh, God, I can't even look at it. I'm serious. Like, I Google vaginas, and I get this fucking picture. I can't even fucking look at it.
Are you gay?
I don't like looking at them. They're too
Most
low.
guys probably don't.
They're too low?
Yes.
What is it? They're too low. What does that mean, man? What?
What do you mean they're too low?
I wish they were parallel with my dick.
I'm not understanding what's happening right now. What?
Sugar magnolia blossoms bloom and heads all empty and I don't care.
Wait,
I really enjoy the fact that there's like one girl in here and they're all doing their best to impress her in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Well, not all of them. Specifically, like a few of these guys. They're doing the best to impress this girl, like hoping in the off chance that they would have sex with them in some capacity.
Why did you think you were incel before and love shy now?
Because I used to be incel and now I'm love shy.
But when was like the turning point?
When I got muscles and better clothes.
Show me the muscles and the better clothes.
Do you think you'd be able to hide that you're a virgin when you lose it?
You mean if? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think I can hide it well.
Yeah, you can. You think you can, but you can't. She won't. She'll let you live the fantasy. She'll let you pretend that you hit it. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't want to embarrass you. But you're not going to be able to hide it, brother.
No, actually, I don't know if I can.
Okay. No, that's good. You're self-aware.
So Lori starts complaining to me, and she doesn't know I'm a virgin. She's like, I can't believe I had to take his virginity away. I mean, I'm all cool with guys being virgins if it's because of their religious beliefs, but if a guy just can't find someone to have sex with him, that's pretty pathetic.
A little based, but...
And I mean, that's just the truth of how...
I mean, it depends on how old you are, right?
How they feel about it, you know?
I mean, some girls might feel good about it if you're both virgins. They might be like, "Oh, that's nice. We're both virgins. Like that's a fun thing."
So do you feel as though you're a good lover?
I'm sure I could be if I.
This guy seems like a normal dude. He's just trying to find love, you know.
If I.
This question is so fucking stupid.
I know what goes on. I mean, the penis enters the vagina. Thrust, thrust, thrust. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Profit.
Oh god. That was so funny to him.
Yo ho, let the winds blow, just hear the ocean roar. We're sailing to a better land to be and sell no more. Ahoy, we sail the seas. I'll yell out land ho soon, and we'll dock on the shores and unzip our drawers and get some hijabi poon.
The perfect life. I'm trying to think of what I want to say about that because I don't know if I should get into my fantasies.
I'm curious, brother. I want to hear your fantasies.
For his face looked like a hole.
I'd like to be like a very androgynous Korean guy.
Is this Ollie London? What the fuck? Is this unironically Ollie London here? Holy fuck.
Who has like a stalker girlfriend. You're not putting that in there. You're not, right?
There was urban white trash who wanted muscles and cash and made jokes about his poos.
Yeah, Vegeta? Who's Vegeta, right? I'm somebody else from the forum. Can you guess who?
Vegeta 2. Wow.
Let's play a game, Vegeta 2.
The reason I'm outgoing now is just because you guys already know the worst shit about me that you could possibly find out.
This is insane. I'm honestly, I've seen this guy in many forms on TikTok so many times. You know what I mean? These are the people who will stitch and duet like much younger girls than them and try to hit on them. That's what I'm getting out of this here.
Use against me. I'm shy around people I'm trying to impress because, you know, for me it's just a big game, you know. Just a little nervous about this documentary. I got the 2:30 feeling.
What is the 2:30 feeling?
What are you nervous will happen in the documentary?
You're gonna put it on the news and
9 o'clock news.
Investigative reporter
Can't get girls.
uncovering dens of misogyny. She infiltrated their ranks, exposed one of their most outspoken members under the handle of urban white trash.
they say in that Hallelujah song.
I can kind of see that happening potentially. You know.
The one that's like, I heard there was a secret. Yeah, I figured you'd be a fan of that song.
I'm not a fan.
No, you're not a fan? Oh, okay. Well, there's a line that goes, maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot at someone who outdrew you.
Wow. And did that like really resonate with you, or what's going on there, man?
I don't even know what that means.
I recognize that. I know
that's kind of how I feel about everything.
You don't know what it means, but that's how you feel? Okay. That makes a lot of sense, man.
I don't think I'll ever run into a duplicate. I'll never run into somebody, oh, you remind me of Advanced, or you remind me of, Urban White Trash. They're unique, for better or worse.
Definitely good that there's not that many people like them. That's all I'll say.
Which is not, I don't think it's that common. I think most people, I don't know, maybe like people are just like too afraid to be like so crazy the way these two are. They're unafraid to be crazy.
Well, I guess they got nothing left, so fuck it, right? At that point.
So, that's my sad little life. What do you guys think?
Definitely cool, man. Loved it a lot. Definitely very Skibbity Gronk Riz toilet. Skibbity toilet. What do you guys think of that? How cool do I sound? Oh, now we're getting some fucking sick techno beats in there.
I just want to be like in.
They're just like stalking a random couple that's getting married over there, or what's up with that?
With one person, I'd be totally happy, as long as it was like a good relationship, and the rest of it just wouldn't matter.
Well, that's nice. I really have nothing else to say. That's just nice. That's a nice thing to say.
I get overwhelmed, and I think I should just quit.
Phantom tax? Yeah, there we go. Phantom tax?
And I don't do anything because I'm like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
So I just figure, why even try? What's the motivation?
I feel you, brother. But you gotta try. You gotta fail a few times, Crack a few eggs, some people would say.
I was thinking I should have jumped off while you were doing the pan. I see it as like, abstract art. That's what art is all about. It's like the ultimate art project.
Oh, maybe if more artists did that, we wouldn't have had a World War II, huh?
Kill yourself by jumping onto a pavement and splattering yourself, I think.
Okay.
Aren't I cheery?
Cheerio, matey. How do you guys like that? After our stay with UWT and Advanced, Michael decides to visit his ex and only girlfriend from high school. Damn, he really added him with that only girlfriend from high school, Kind of felt unneeded to go that far. Let's see what she looks like.
Yeah, basically I just hung around her for a really, really long time.
Okay. I mean, I could see that. I could ship the two of them, I could ship them, they look like a nice. Why did she break up? I'm curious,
Until she did something.
I kissed Mike, and he sat there and didn't do anything, so I ran away, and I felt so rejected because I thought you didn't like me or something, and I felt like I made a total ass of myself.
Wow, that's the fucking riz on that one, dude.
You kissed me for like 15 minutes. I think if I didn't like you, I would have ran off before
I don't remember
the
it being
15 minutes. It was
minutes.
pretty long.
He probably remembered it because he cherishes that moment. What a beautiful thing. Beautiful stuff.
So what do you think about Mike running a website?
Mike what?
Running a website.
You're running a website?
I don't really run it.
Wait, is this the group that
Well, I'm not really running it, more like walking it.
you were telling me about?
Yeah, that's where I met her from.
But they're still friends? Is that normal, guys? Is it normal to be friends with your exes? Is it like me? Am I toxic? Like what's going on with that? I feel like it's not normal, but also maybe I'm just not the normal one. You know what I mean? That seems bizarre to me.
Where she
I
posted
didn't know
her
you
message.
ran that.
Yeah, I haven't always ran it.
Yeah, I've been running it.
He keeps prodding me to tell you what the website is like about. The real reason we put the website is because we're all perpetually single.
Yep. I wonder if he still hooks up with his ex. You know, did they still get it on? You know,
You had girlfriends in college, though.
Almost.
Well, then you had almost girlfriends in college.
Yeah.
Really? Why didn't you want to tell me that it was like just single boys?
that's kind of gay. That's why kind of comes off that way. That's probably why he didn't want to tell you. Also, he's probably just actually embarrassed, you know? I get it. It's a little embarrassing.
I think as I get older, I get more depressed because I feel like I have less time. And I think, I don't know, I kind of like...
Yeah, that's how things happen, man. And then you hit about 30 and things, from at least in my experience, seem to pick up a little bit from there.
kind of like being this way. I feel annoyed that I feel like to have like a normal life, I have to like alter. But then what's the alternative? Keep going on the way you are, which doesn't work.
I think when you look at the bigger picture, though, I think you have it pretty good. I mean, compared to a lot of other people in this world, you have a really good life.
That's probably true, man.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's not what you think it should be, but you do. You have a good life.
I mean, that's probably true. I feel like everybody, you know, when you compare yourself to other people, you're doing so poorly. But at the end of the day, a lot of times, like, it's difficult to appreciate what you have because you have it, you know?
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
That's a scary question. I don't know. I've either figured out everything or I haven't, which would be...
That is, that's interesting. Yeah. My wife actually asked me today, we were having like a little conversation about like what's my end game with my content? Like, what am I looking for? Because we were talking about how like I want more. Like, I'm doing pretty well, but I want to do even better. You know, it's just like this drive to do better and better and better, which I think is obviously like a productive thing to have. And we talked about like what that what that looks like. And I was just like, you know, I don't really have like an end game or an end goal in any capacity. Mostly because like I just want to be consistent, because I feel like I've passed over opportunities because I was inconsistent. You know, I feel like I've passed over opportunities because I was inconsistent, and like I would pop pretty hard and then I would burn out, and then I wouldn't, you know, I would burn out, and then I wouldn't be like, I kind of like lose my popularity. But I think that, what the fuck's going on here? I think that if I can pop up, but I can maintain some solid consistency, you know, I think I could hit hit a good spot. And maybe I don't know what it holds for me. Maybe I could do something a little more mainstream, but like, I don't know. Just gotta keep it consistent, man. See where we go from there, you know?
Be bad if it's the latter. I don't think about it because I just assume I'm gonna figure it out. Otherwise,
what's the end game? Is that a Marvel reference?
I'd probably have a mental breakdown now.
Leg. What the fuck?
I want it to be as if I never existed. I wish I could do that. I wish I could make my life so that it never happened.
And what if you miss
This guy's fucking so depressed, man. Damn.
out on meeting your...
You trying to be PewDiePie? No, I don't need 100 million subs, bro. I don't need 100 million subs at all, bro. I'm just chilling. I just want to be, you know, successful. I mean, I am successful already in like my own right. I do pretty well, honestly. But like I just want to be like successful in my own right and feel out, you know, from where we'd go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Dream girl.
So what? You never existed. Why would you care?
Damn.
And even if you do meet her, something bad could happen. She could die.
That is true. That's the best case in life, is that you meet your dream partner and then you both die. One of you dies first, or the other one is fucking miserable. That is your... that is the best case scenario. Isn't that incredible?
Or she could just dump you. So it's like, even if it does happen.
This guy's so confident. It's crazy.
You know, it's not like your problems are solved.
Wow. Well, Sarah Gradapy, Caterpie. Interesting documentary. Incredible. Guess we'll let the credits play. It's only fair. A lot of people involved in this project. I'm actually surprised. It seemed so low budget, but all right, cool stuff.